as one of the functional group assigned to us. So, what is halide? A halide, in addition, it is binary compound, which means that they are chemical compounds that are composed of two different elements. Halide always consists of halogen atoms and sometimes defined as salt of hydrohalic acid. A halide is compound that is made of two elements. One part is a halogen atom, fluorine, bromine, iodine, and the other part is an element that is less electronegative. This is evident from the text on the bottle, which clearly states 1-chlorobutane. Chlorobutane is a primary alkyl halide, which means that the fluorine atom is attached to a carbon atom that is bonded to only one other carbon atom. This is in contrast to secondary alkyl halides where the fluorine atom is attached to a carbon. So, ini po ang mga products ng halides. So, since the image shows a white precipitate, the halide product in the test tube is most likely silver chloride. It is formed by the reaction of a soluble chloride salt with a soluble silver salt. Okay. Silver chloride has a very low solubility in water and therefore precipitates out of solution. It is white, odorless, and stateless solid. It is used in photography to make light, sensitive film and paper, and in electroplating to coat object with a thin layer of silver. Other halide products that call form a white precipitate include sodium, chloride, and potassium chloride. However, these salts are much more soluble in water than silver chloride, so they are less likely to precipitate out of solution. 1-chlorobutane is a colorless liquid with a mild ethereal odor. It is used as a solvent and as a feedstock in the production of other chemicals such as butylamine and butyl acrylate. It is also a common reagent in organic synthesis. Structure of halide. A halide is a compound that is made of two elements. One part is a halogen atoms, fluorine, bromine, iodine, and the other part is an element that is less electronegative. The structure of halides. Sodium chloride. It is an ionic halide with a face-centered cubic crystal structure. Calcium chloride. It is an ionic halide with a tail crystal structure. Hydrogen chloride. It is a covalent halide with a linear geometry. Bromine. A covalent halide with a non-polar linear geometry. Iodine. A covalent halide with a non-polar linear geometry. The iodine atoms are hybridized. dichloromethane, equivalent halide with a tetrahedral geometry. Chloroform, equivalent halide with a triagonal planar geometry. Explain. These are the basic reactions of halides. Reaction with water. Some halides can react with water to form hydrochloric acid. Halogen exchange reaction. Halides can exchange places with each other in a reaction called a halogen exchange reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. Halides can undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction in which a nucleophile, an atom or group of atoms with a negative charge, attacks the halide and replaces it. Elimination reactions. Halides can undergo elimination reaction in which a proton and a halide are removed from the same carbon atom.
Hello everyone! Today I will discuss halide as one of the functional groups assigned to us. Halide product. Organic halide compounds consist of one or more halogens and belong to a class of synthetic and natural chemicals. Some examples of halide compounds include calcium chloride, silver chloride, potassium iodide, potassium chloride, sodium chloride, iodoform, chlorine, chloride, organohalides, and bromethane. Halides are compounds formed when a halogen atom, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, or iodine combines with another element that they can be ionic or covalent depending on the electronegativity difference between the two elements. Properties of halides vary depending on the type of halide and the specific elements involved. However, some general properties of halides include physical state. Halides can be solids, liquid, or gases at room temperature, melting and boiling points. Halides generally have lower melting and boiling points than the elements from which they are formed. Solubility. Halides are generally soluble in polar solvents such as water. Reactivity. Halides are generally reactive compounds. Basic reaction of halides. Halide salt react with acids to form hydrogen halides, which are strong acids. The reaction between a halide salt and an acid is an exothermic reaction, meaning it releases energy in the form of heat. Explain the sum of basic reaction of halides. Halides are a group of elements that include fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. They are all highly reactive and can form a variety of compounds with other elements. Some of the basic reactions of halides include reaction with metals. Halides can react with metals to form metals halides. For example, chlorine reacts with sodium to form sodium chlorine or table salt. Reaction with hydrogen. Can react with hydrogen to form hydrogen halides. Hydrogen halides are strong acids. For example, chlorine reacts with hydrogen to form hydrogen chloride or fluoric acid. Reaction with water. Some halides can react with water to form hydrohalic acid. For example, fluorine reacts with water to form hydrofluoric acid. Halogen exchange reaction. Halides can exchange places with each other in a reaction called a halogen exchange reaction. For example, chlorine can react with sodium iodide to form sodium chloride and iodide. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. Halides can undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction in which a nucleophile, an atom or group of atoms with a negative charge, attack the halide and replace it. For example, chlorine can react with ethanol to form ethyl chloride. Elimination reaction. Halides can undergo elimination re- rea- reaction in which a proton and a halide are removed from the same carbon atom. For example, 2-bromopane 2-bromopane can react with a strong base to form propene.